Manual J is about learning how to do proper calculations, okay? Proper calculations can be industrial, can be residential. Come on in, Drew, you need this lesson. Got your Manual J book? Somebody show them what the Manual J book is.
The blue one.
You got that book?
I had another card today. I got all my stuff in the.
Okay. Make sure you bring it from there.
I'm out there.
Get seconds. And then sit next to somebody who got their books in here.
I was here.
All right, so again, language is going to be how you just do calculations for airflows, taking into consideration basically how do you design a structure, all right? Whether that's residential, whether that's commercial, a house, whatever, all right? There's a lot of things that go into that. One of the biggest things that you're going to learn right now is heat load, okay? Heat load and heat loss, okay? So when you're building a house, residential, commercial, whatever, however many windows it is, that dictates, or how many doors dictates the heat load, all right? There's a whole calculation that it goes through, and you guys are going to be doing this, all right? So this page right here is going to be almost everything you need to know about how to use this, okay? We're going to go through it, underline, highlight. I'm going to tell you the formulas, the most important stuff. Everything, you shouldn't have to ask me nothing. You probably will, because I have to explain it sometime. But everything you need is here, all right? And I'm going to teach you how to use the information that's here, all right? So first things first, again, we're talking about heat load, which is heat transference, okay? That's all heat load is, how the heat moves from one structure or one being or one whatever to another, one object, okay? All right, so table that you're gonna use in this course is gonna be 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 6A, 10A, all right? So, real quick, you see it says table 1A covers the outdoor dry bulb conditions, all right? So, what I want you all to do is go to table 1A. In your book, go to table 1A. When somebody finds it, let us know what page that is. I think it's
132.
132. This is going to be one of the most important pages in this book, or one of the most important tables. 103. All right. You got, is that one there? Is that the first page?
No, 103.
103. You're in the back of it. So it's a big long page. Yeah, everything here. Turn it over. All right. So that's 10. Like it starts at 103, but it really goes 105. 105 is where you want to start it, right? All right. So 105. What this does is, how you doing? You was here last week? Were you here last Friday? I mean Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay, so you already know how to do the thing, Jay? You got your paper?
Okay.
All right. So if you so what this does is it tells you the dry bulb conditions. Turn to 105. It tells you all the different dry bulb conditions based upon different cities and locations, okay? Now, in those cities and locations, they're pulling the temperature or filling all these readings from the airport, okay? So if I give you a city, you want to look for the airport, the AP or the IAP. IAP is the International Airport. All right, so if I tell you I need, real quick, two things that you need to know is get two things you're going to use off that table is the 1% dry bulb number, and I think it's the 99% dry bulb number. All right, what this says is, if you look at, give me where you at? You look at Alabama. Get the Birmingham. You look at Birmingham. Find Birmingham. Birmingham IAP. So that's Birmingham International Airport. If you look at the 1%, let's start with the 99%. All right. The 99% dry bulb number is what?
24.
24. Everybody see that?
Yeah, 24.
Got it. Tremaine, you got that? Find Birmingham IAP. All right, so
This one just says AP.
It just
it just say AP?
Yeah. it just
Okay, sorry, y'all. AP, Birmingham AP, and the 1% number is what?
The 99 is 24.
The 99 is 24, and the 1% is what?
1% is 93.
93. So what I want you guys to understand is these two numbers mean a whole lot. What this says is 99% of the time, the temperature is going to be above 24 degrees. 99% of the time, the temperature is going to be above 24 degrees.
Yeah.
Alright? And only 1% of the time will it ever be above 93. Alright? Basically, what these numbers are doing is it's giving you a range. It's giving you a dry bulb range for an area. So pretty much, it don't get too much. Only 1% of the time, if you want to say it like that, only 1% of the time does it ever drop below 24, and only 90 and only
95%, like 98%, 99% drops below.
yeah, exactly. 99% is going to be below 93 degrees. I mean 99, yeah, 99% of the time be below 93, or however you want to say, 1% above or 99 cents, however you want to say it. Just know that these two numbers is a range. This is your low number. Of course, it's the lowest, so this is your low range, and this is your high range. As far as temps go, okay? Everybody with me? Okay, so also in that same chart, they give you the elevation. Somebody give me the elevation for Birmingham.
630 feet.
I mean, I can't hear you.
630 feet.
630 feet. All right, 630 feet. Now, why is elevation important? Yes, absolutely. Air pressure, air is different, air is thinner in certain areas. That means a whole lot when you start looking at how do you design a building. What's the air like? How does it, the humidity, all that stuff is different depending on air pressure. You know, how much molecules of water can sit in that air. It depends on where you're located at. All right? So, you have your,
That's me.
you got your manual J book. Give somebody you need your manual J.
I thought he responded.
Make sure you bring it because you don't need it for next.
He said he responded.
But pay
Said it's
attention. We're
coming?
going over
He
this
said
part.
he,
We just
he said
started.
he
so
responded, but I can't come
just
on.
gonna really
That's me.
pay
That's me.
attention.
That's it.
All right. So elevation means something. We know that these numbers are. That's how you use this chart. Okay. So real quick, we're gonna just do a couple of exercises so you get used to using the chart. All right. Real quick, I want you. And this is important for you to understand cities and states. Okay. You know, a lot of times they're not gonna give you the state. I'm gonna give you the city. So right now, if I tell you to go find me the 1% dry bulb number for Albuquerque.
Mm-hmm. That's California.
Where's Albuquerque at?
New Mexico.
All right.
You forgot? I knew that. My brother used
So
to
you're
say
gonna
that.
find the state Mexico, New Mexico, excuse me, and then find Albuquerque.
A lot of people don't even realize New Mexico is a state. Like, that's Mexico. Like, no, New Mexico.
New Mexico, yeah. Hey man, we got full classes this week?
Hmm?
We got full classes this week? No break at all?
No break.
I think Wednesday.
Give me both. I need both. I need 1%, 99.
What's barbecue this week?
elevation.
Thanksgiving.
1% is 93.
1%, 93 again.
99% is 21.
99 is 21. So what does that mean? Somebody put that in layman terms. Put it in wordage. What does that say?
Temperature is, 1% of the temperature is gonna be below, or, 1% of the temperature is gonna be
What the percent of the time?
99% of the time gonna be above.
99% of the time is gonna be above 21.
Mm-hmm.
And how you say this top?
1% of the time is gonna be
Below.
It'll be above. Just use above for both numbers. 1% of the time, will they ever get above 93? 99% of the time is gonna be above 21. If you just use that verbiage above, you won't get above.
Mm-hmm.
All right? But in essence, you would have been right to say that the low and the mid for the temperature in this area is between 21 and 93 degrees. Mostly. Any other times, those 1% times are gonna be outside of it. So that's basically the temperature range for that year in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You understand, everybody?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's the elevation?
5,000.
5,300 and what?
15.
15. So what does that say? What you think? If you hear that kind of elevation, what you think the terrain is in Albuquerque, Mexico?
Mountainous,
Mountainous. Why?
it's high elevations,
Anybody know how much is a mile?
about 5,000 feet approximately.
Mile. So anybody ran track? No, any of y'all guys ran track?
1600
1,600 a mile is right, but it's 1,600 what meters, right?
meters.
1,600 meters. So all you gotta do is 1,600 times meters to feet is meters to feet is what? 3 feet in a meter. So 4,800 feet is a mile in the air. All right, it's a little bit off. It's not exactly 3 feet. It's like 3.1 or something, but that gets you pretty close. All right, but 4,800 feet is a mile above sea level. So this is sitting at over a mile above sea level. All right. Now, why does that matter? It's because you also got to think about what's your elevation of the city, not just air pressure, but what about areas like New Orleans? New Orleans sits at what?
Right at sea level.
So New Orleans sits pretty much right at sea level. All right.
That's only hurricanes somewhere.
Not why so many hurricanes, why floods. That's why, yes, so once you break the levee, there's no barrier between you and the ocean. And you go to Houston, the same thing. It's real sea level. So when you look at stuff, we're pretty decent above sea level. As far as a couple, I think we might be a couple hundred feet. But still, no, we're not too high. But areas that flood a lot, you will see that they are lower and closer to sea level. Okay. All right. So that's how you use the 1A chart. All right. So you're going to be given different scenarios, different places. You got to find the 1% dry bulb. Now, the 1% dry bulb and the what's the name are going to be your heating and cooling numbers. All right, just to let you know, they're going to be your heating and cooling numbers, but I'll explain that when we get to some more here in a second. Now, somebody find me the chart for 2A. Wait, spit it out. What is it?
133.
33. All right, y'all come over here, because I'm trying to teach them how to use Manual J. Do y'all have Manual J book?
How to say
Somebody show them the Manual J book. All right, so y'all two work together, because y'all definitely gonna need it. Close it up for me. Oh, you bring this book? Yeah. Just pay attention, catch them up when you get there. All right, so 2A, chart 2A, page 133. 133. All right, I'm gonna have to look on what you guys put. I don't. Y'all put the different ones. All right, so 2A, if you look on this first page, make sure you go back to this first page. Again, this is your Bible. Go to the 2A, and it says heat loss through generic glass windows and doors. Use table 2A when you're trying to find the heat loss for glasses, for windows and doors, glass windows and doors. So if you look at 2A, table 2A, it gives you different material, all right? Now, I'm about to give you a scenario, okay? Tell me, now in this chart you're gonna use this to find your U value, okay? We'll go over U value in a minute, but U value is the rate of heat that transfers through a substance. In other words, how does the heat move through a window? How much heat moves through a door? All right, heat and windows have different insulations based upon the different material. So, real quick, somebody tell me, what is the U value for a double pane? Let's go with a double pane. Give me 1 second. Let me find something for you.
Can't see? Can't see?
Interesting. It's videotaping and all.
Let's go with a single pane clear glass. Single pane clear glass. What is the U value? use your 2A chart, single pane,
Door, clear glass window.
so what now?
Clear glass window. Or
Single
glass
pane,
door?
clear glass window. It's just gonna say clear glass.
1.67.
Clear glass, single pane, clear glass.
Clear.
Are y'all finding it?
1.27. Yes, sir.
Look through your chart. Look through your
Where is
chart.
it at?
You got it, book?
Can't find it, say something. Keep running. Did you have you got your book? Where your name was J book at?
Yeah.
Alright, make sure you bring it. Hey, pass it back to him.
This is the one?
Pass it back.
Mm-hmm.
It's down here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
I'm gonna send you this video.
Okay.
It said 1.27.
1.27.
Alright,
What you got?
this is 1.67. Did everybody figure out how to
This
get
is
to
all clear
1.67?
glass. Single pane. Single pane. Clear
Good, y'all know what I'm
glass.
saying? Y'all good?
Yeah,
Single
single
pane.
pane clear
Yes
glass.
or no?
1.6.
So we found the glass.
Oh.
On the top of it, have a-
But that's a French door. That's French door. This is, he's talking
Alright,
about
you got the wrong one or you
He's-
got all that?
regular,
Clear glass. He said
regular door.
Single
Just
glass.
clear glass.
1.26.
1.67.
But that one
No.
is not clear, man.
Yeah, yeah. Cause look, it's all clear. It's all clear. What's the U value of a clear glass single pane, window or door? Single pane, clear glass, single pane.
How you know what's the fiberglass or?
Don't worry about that. That's telling you to define for something else.
Oh,
Alright, but for right now, that's all you need to know.
this is a French door only.
Okay.
Hey, Brian, you're not gonna understand it,
Man,
You're not.
you.
Alright, everybody good? So we found out the U value for the French door, single pane, clear glass is 1.67. Everybody caught that?
Oh, but did he say French door?
That's what you're gonna do. Let's do another one.
So it's done for 1.67, right?
1.67. Alright, let's look at. Alright, we're doing. This one's gonna be for a wood aluminum clad wood sash. Sounds like a door. I said again, wood aluminum clad wood sash door. Wood aluminum wood clad sash door.
Wood?
Said clad aluminum.
No, yeah, that's I. Yep. Yeah, that's just a part of.
Wood aluminum
Alright.
clad.
Anybody find it?
Could you repeat it, please?
Aluminum, wood clad, aluminum clad, wood sash, something like that. Yes.
Is it this page here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You sure?
No, maybe not. Maybe it's the next page.
Maybe next page.
Skylights.
Alright, everybody
Wood
good? Y'all good in that corner back here?
aluminum clad wood
Good,
shad.
y'all found it?
No, we didn't find it yet though.
Yeah, wood aluminum.
Okay, we found it now.
wood.
Okay, what is it? Y'all
1.16.
got 1.16 over here?
Mm-hmm.
No? No?
Yes.
What y'all got? Y'all got 1.16?
Yeah.
It's,
Okay, right here.
no, it says 0.98.
You.
I got a question.
You is 0.98.
Aluminum, you ain't got no aluminum windows, right?
So what is it? Wood aluminum clad with
On the
sash.
location on here that I
And
see
then
on
this
the
one
paper,
here, it says
it ain't
wood aluminum
necessarily
clad
saying
wood
that
shuts.
exact
It's the same thing here.
on the location.
What is it? What is it?
But this is small curb.
On the paper,
large curb.
say Lompoc, Vandenberg Air Force Base, California,
Okay.
and on here it just says Lompoc AWO.
Windows. It was aluminum, but it had double pane windows in the door. Alright? All these little different things can make a big
printer.
difference, alright?
I still want them there.
Is it 3.3 or 3.5?
Alright, so that's how you use that chart.
3-3.
It's gonna in your instructions it's gonna give you some material, a frame. You just gotta go find that door, okay? Real quick, we on 3A. Find the chart for 3A.
137.
137.
Page 137.
This is for heat gain through generic windows and doors. Again, on your first page, make sure you understand that 3 is for the heat gain. Is the heat gain. Number 2 is heat loss. 3 is heat gain. So if you go to 3, this chart, I like this chart a little bit better as far as easier to use. So for instance, it's a little bit easier when it tells you things like insulation, is it single pane, double pane. This is a lot easier to use, but just because this is talking about something a little bit different. Now, if you look at the top of your 3A, you'll see different formulas. Those may or may not be useful depending on what questions they ask you. But just know, like I think if you gotta have a question about bay windows, find the HTM for a bay window. What it tells you is 1.5 times the table HTM. It's little stuff like that that you just need to pay attention to. All right. That's how you use 3A. Again, I kind of showed you find a single, double, aluminum frame, whatever it is, find the U value. Okay. 4A. Go to table 4A.
174. And 147. Okay.
This covers heat gain and heat loss through solid objects or opaque objects. 147. Again, these are, again, just different ways to find the U value, different material, wood doors, metal doors. It just goes a little bit more into it, okay? These are opaque doors. That means they don't have no windows in them, straight up doors, okay? Now, go to 6A. 6A is eternal loads inside the structure. Now, what they mean by internal loads is going to be things like appliances, refrigerators, people. Those are the different things that make an internal load, okay? Those are things that are going to make eternal load that's going to affect the building. Those are the things going to be on your 6A. And last but not least, go to 10A.
6A is 169.
6A was 169 if you take it note right now.
169.
It's 6A.
And it, 176.
And your 10A,
176.
176, okay? You might need that information. Now, last but not least, it's going to ask you for the construction number on your paper, and your on the words. That is on chart 4A, I believe. All right, depending on, so turn to 4A real quick so I can show you this. 4A is 147? 147. All right, once you get to 147, look at 147, or 4A chart. And let's just say for the very first one, it says, it tells you that it's a wood and metal doors. It gives you right there, it says construction number. Everybody see that? Right here? You got one. All right? Construction number. So it says wood and metal doors, and it gives you construction number 11, okay? Now, same thing, if you go to other things, it gives you a different construction number based upon what's the material and all the insulation and all this great stuff. Okay?
Construction number
So
2.
just be mindful of that.
Frame walls and
All right, so now let's keep going. Let me explain how to use the formula. All right, now drop up temperature is the normal temperature it takes with standard. It's the normal temperature that's taken with a thermostat. Basically, that's just the straight up temperature. All right. The U value again. We back on this first page. You're gonna want to circle or put a star by U value. That's the rate that heat travels through a substance. And this is where it starts to get tricky. Design temperature, all right? The temperature that is desired for the inside of the structure. 70 for heating, 75 for cooling. All right, what that means, y'all definitely need to underline that as something very important. In other words, if they ask you to find the design temperature, and they ask you to find the heating design temperature, you know that you're starting with the heating number. You can put this on your paper, but it's right there in the first page. Heating is 70 degrees. Cooling is 75. All right. I think when I first started, I told you guys that perfect cooling or perfect comfort for people is
heating temperature
72.5, 73.
cooling
That's right in the
temperature
middle.
ideal
So
75.
in this this proves that I was telling you guys the truth. When they want you to, the highest cooling number is 75 degrees, highest heating number is 70. Okay, that's what they consider perfect heating and cooling if your system is working correct. All right, so this is how you use this. Remember,
Heating
1A
temperature
gave you the numbers. So real quick, somebody give me the heating
Heating and temperature
design temperature for
Heating
Orlando, Florida.
Well,
Orlando, Florida.
So yeah, so you chart the table 1A. Look up Florida. Yeah, go back.
Heating number. Remember, we said about heating number.
Go back. So
So it's heating. What
Florida here, Orlando, Florida.
You trying to heat? Which one of those numbers are you
Orlando.
you're
trying
going
to
to
heat?
Orlando IAP, International
IAP?
Airport.
70.
By default, you look for the international airport.
By default, you look for the international airport.
Yeah.
I see. So that's IAP.
99%.
So the only two values we're going to look at are this one,
Which one is it? 99% or the 1%?
these two values.
Heating is 99. So what's that number?
You want the IAP?
92.
Yes.
Oh, IEP, international. If it says Orlando
Yeah, you
International,
up.
oh,
You
yeah.
went up, right?
So what this means,
Does it have international?
99% of the time,
Oh, okay, IEP, yeah.
the
all
temperature
the
is
international.
above 44 degrees all year long.
42, y'all see that?
It's
1%.
42. You underline the wrong one.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Heating number.
42,
42.
and
Pay
92.
attention, guys. This is how you find the heat HTD. If you look on your paper, that's the next thing. To find a heating temperature design, you take the number from the chart A, which was
42.
42. So you say 70. That's the heating design number. Minus 42 will give you 28. That is the HTD. Okay? HTM or make sure I said that right. Yes, that's the heat temperature difference. All right. So you might see a question might ask you the cooling temperature difference, the CTD. Give me the CTD for Orlando.
75.
Well, we know the design temp is 75, okay. And what's the other number? 93?
92.
92.
92?
Yeah, 92.
All right, so you say 92
92.
minus 75 should give you 17. All right, that's the cooling temperature difference, that's the heating temperature difference. Everybody understand that? If you don't, please say something.
We on 2A.
What you got, Joe?
92. So the ideal temperature for cooling is 92. It's 75, I'm sorry.
No,
75.
the only two numbers on that
So what you
chart
do is you take
are
this
looking at the
number
1% and the 99%.
minus 75, and that's
The
the
99% number
cooling
is
temperature.
is the heating number. The 1% number is the cooling number.
So for the heating temperature
Got
design,
it?
the ideal temperature is 70.
So on the 1A chart,
So it says 70 minus the
you're
99
gonna
number,
use 99 for heating. On the 1A chart, you'll use
42. 70 minus
1%
42.
number for cool.
So the heating temperature design
Alright.
is 28. 70 minus 42.
Yes, everybody got that? Everybody understand? You guys that don't got the book, I know it's a little confused without the book, right?
Yes.
It'll make sense if you ever, when you see it. Y'all good back there? Y'all
You
good?
need to see the charts.
Yeah, once you see the chart, it'll make
You're
sense.
not looking at the charts.
All right, so now we're gonna chart down on the first page. Go to down where it says heat temperature multiplier (HTM), heat temperature multiplier. All right. Now this said it's the U value times the temperature difference. Please, you might want to start at, highlight it, underline it. You're gonna need this formula. It's the U value times the temperature difference. All right. So remember, the U value is found on. Anybody can tell me what chart U value is found on? 2A or 3A. All right. So in this particular case, we're gonna say, let's stick with Orlando. All right. Orlando, give me the U value for a double pane. Just give me a double pane. Let me see. Give me a triple pane window or sliding glass door. I need the U value for a triple pane window or sliding glass door. All right, what's the U value? What y'all got?
0.72.
I got here 0.72. Y'all agree?
What'd you say?
Single pane?
Triple pane. It's a triple pane.
All right, y'all good? Y'all see that, right? All right, so now that said we found the U value 0.72, right? So to find the
What page is that on?
heat temperature multiplier, we need 0.72 times, what did it say? What was it? The heat temperature difference. We just found that number, right?
Or the, no, the temperature.
Triple pane window or
Right, that's what
sliding
this
glass.
is, heat temperature difference.
Okay.
All right, so we know that number is 28. So what's the answer for that? So I put in the calculator real quick. Did everybody understand how I got here? You found the U value, and then it told you to multiply that times the heat temperature difference. How you found the heat temperature difference is the design temperature minus what that chart gave us. We got that number, plug that into the formula. What you got?
22.16. No, 20.16.
20.16? All right. So you got 20.16 as your heat temperature multiplier. All right, load area. You all should know what the load area is. What's the load area of a 7x8 room? 56.
No.
You just multiply the numbers, all right?
Oh, okay.
If it's cubed, then it's gonna be 3. If it's squared, then it's gonna be 2. Everybody understand that, right? All right, so that's the load area. Heat gain, heat loss. All right, now it's got both heat gain and heat loss are calculated by multiplying the load area times the HTM. So let's just say we found the HTM, which is 20.16, and let's say the area is what I just gave you 7x8, which was what, 56? All you have to do is define basically what you're gonna be looking at is define basically your load or your BTUs would be 56 times 20.16. Somebody give me that.
What we looking for again?
This is gonna give you, this is your load. This is how you find the actual load.
Oh, you said 7 times 8.
So it'll be your HL. Right now we found that HL. So what?
You said you got 56 from the 8 times 7.
Yeah, the load area times the HTM is how you get this. What I got? Somebody,
1128.96.
1128 what?
0.96.
0.96 BTUs. So this area, the load for this area will be 1,128.96 BTUs. That's how much heat that area is taking up.
So, okay.
Alright.
See, makes sense. So what does it mean, RA? What is RA?
Y'all confused?
Reference area.
Reference.
Load area.
Yeah, that's what
The load area, we just made up a load area. So the load area or the area was an 8x7 room. Was an 8
6x4.
sorry,
Okay.
8 by 7, which equals 56 feet. Alright? That's the load area. Whatever the room number's at, then you gotta put that here. Alright? That's what that is. So this is the HTM. And this is your load area. And that's how you find what your heat load is for the space. BTUs. Alright. So boom, 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 boom. That pretty much explains how to do pretty much everything. I'll explain
What
it
the
to you,
HL?
alright? So real quick, we're gonna
What
do
the
the
HL?
very first one. Alright?
Just HL.
What, the heat loss?
Huh?
Did we do the heat loss?
They done the same way.
Oh.
Pretty much. Alright, so real quick, we'll do let's everybody as a class, we'll do. I want y'all to go back and do number 1 and whatever, but as a class, real quick, we're gonna do number. Let's do number 6. Let's do number 6 as a class. Everybody should be pretty caught up. All right.
That's the load number. Reference.
That's your
Reference area.
That's the load.
reference area. That's the load area. Reference area, RA, load area, stop sign. All right, so somebody read number 6 to me. What's the question?
Single pane operable window, metal frame with no break, 10 by 10 rough opening located in Boise, APIO.
All right, so it gave you all the information you need. So start right there from the beginning, number 6.
Single pane operable window.
All right, so first thing first is actually for what? The construction number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Find the construction number on, remember, chart 4A is where you find your construction number. All right?
Page 1 for
What kind of material is it? Single pane.
Single pane operable window, metal frame with no break. Single pane.
single frame, a single pane. And I see no single pane here.
Single pane with window, metal frame. What page? 147.
So what I got construction number?
Not looking yet.
Number 6, yes, sir.
These are all blocks. There's no frame here, man.
Go to 4A, you gotta go to chart 4A.
Chart 4A. Okay.
Alright, so, you look at 4A, alright. Is actually, so what is it? Is it a windows, a door? Alright, so, wood and metal doors, and I can tell you that the windows are some.
Basement wall. Insulation ceiling.
Right here, I'll do it. Because it is, it's wood and metal. Metal
Beams.
doors,
Metal frame.
Low.
metal frame.
I'm looking at it from here. Construction.